Stephen Alkin reports on how the Saints will go marching in to their new home tomorrow.
This was Richmond Park as we fondly remember it. The run-down facilities, the old stand, the sloping pitch with its 6-foot drop and never-ending undulations. The old terrace house on Emmett Road. But home meant something to these Saints. There was always a warm welcome from one of the friendliest clubs in the league. Under Brian Kerr's guidance, the league was nearly theirs in 1988. But where the win needed in Oriel Park to secure the title, they were denied the championship in the last match of the season by Dundalk. A year later they moved to Harold's Cross, and curiously they won the championship for the 4th time in their history while playing away from their beloved Richer. It's incredible to think that less than 4 years ago they won their last major honour. For many of their fans, these last few years must have felt like a lifetime. St Pat's did reach the League Cup final last season, but their defeat by Limerick in Harold's Cross acted as an extra incentive to get the club back to their spiritual home. And this was Richmond Park just 4 months ago. After years of self-doubt and boardroom squabbles, it was more like a demolition site than a football stadium. Transformation has been quite extraordinary, helped of course by the generous support of the FAI and the National Lottery, but the main impetus in getting the club back to Richmond Park has come from within. The transformation in the boardroom and the stability of Brian Kerr's management has worked the oracle. This delightful venue by the 𝗥𝗲𝗁𝗪𝗕𝗄 is no longer the ugly duckling of the National League. The swan has emerged from the rubble, and the playing surface will be the envy of the entire country. Hard to believe that the club was very close to going out of existence just 2 years ago.
The league at the time gave us a deadline of about 2 hours, and we met the deadline and proved to them that we were capable of making this viable, and we've been successful in doing so far.
What have you had to do in terms of the commercial side of it and the money-raising side of it to actually make this happen?
Well, we received a grant from the FAI, 150,000, for which we were very grateful, and this wouldn't have happened without that input. We're also being given a grant by the Department of Sport for £100,000, and we had the input of life membership at £1,000, and we had a considerable number of those, and we raised finance from private sources as well. So we had a lot of support out there.
At St Patrick's Athletic, no one has been more influential than Brian Kerr, a lifelong supporter and manager since December 1986. For him, the rebirth of 𝗥𝗲𝗁𝗪𝗕𝗄 is special, and with the excellent playing surface he's always longed for, he's understandably elated by developments.
It's a little bit of a dream that I had when I came here, that one day we'd have a great team that could win trophies, but also the sort of stadium that I'd be proud to bring my parents to. And unfortunately they're not around at the moment, but I think I have that feeling now that this place I'd be proud to bring anybody in football or anybody outside football to, and say they could be comfortable and they'll see a good game with good facilities, and we're well on the way to having one of the most modern stadiums possible in the League of Ireland sense. The local traders, etc., have stuck with us through thick and thin, and now I think they'll get a bit of reward. The community needs St Patrick's Athletic and 𝗥𝗲𝗁𝗪𝗕𝗄. This area needs this club here, and we're back in it. Many's a club who's left their area, their traditional base, and never got home, and we're going home, and we're really delighted about it.
So, where do St. Pat's go from here? How long before the next phase of development can begin?
At the end of the season, it's our intention immediately to add on the two bays of the stand here and to terrace the upper end of the ground here behind me. This is a very viable entity here. It also is a focal point for the community here, which has missed our being here and didn't know how much it missed it until we actually were gone. And now that we're back, I'm very happy to say that there's a great enthusiasm for our return from the business community and from the local residents as well. So we're delighted with the reaction to our return.
I can sense a new momentum in the club this week. We lost a game in Limerick last week, but there is a new momentum. We're in the League Cup semi-final. The FAI Cup hasn't started, and we've a lot to play for. We've 3 home games left to the top 6 split comes. If we can get our 9 points from those, it is attainable.
Tomorrow, St. Patrick's Athletic play Shelbourne, the first League of Ireland match in Richmond Park for over 4 years. It will take the Saints a while to settle back into their new surroundings, but the spirit which has carried them this far has the whole of 𝗥𝗏𝗪𝗪 buzzing. If sheer hard work and a willingness to succeed off the pitch are the prerequisites to success on it, then St. Pat's are 90% towards achieving their goals.
Be a famous picture hung on many a wall around 𝗥𝗏𝗪𝗪 in years to come. The team that made the return to Richmond Park, and 4 of that team have previously played here on this ground before Pats departed 4 years ago. They are John McDonnell, John Tracy, Mark Ennis and Paul Campbell.
Could we ask all those people encroaching on the pitch to please move behind the perimeter fencing? This is contrary to the safety regulations, so we would ask you to please move behind.
Plea to get some spectators behind the safety fencing. As 𝗥𝗏𝗪𝗪 takes the corner kick. And it's in the net! It's there! Dave Campbell was in there. Dave Campbell. That's Jason Byrne in the picture. Eddie Gormley took the corner kick on the right. And Dave Campbell accepts the congratulations. It's a splendid match here, back in 𝗥𝗏𝗪𝗪.